With 3 days to go before its next court date, the company is taking the next step to shut down entirely. That's because at this 11th hour, there's still no takeover bid to save the retailer. And Jeannie Lee is here with more. So, Jeannie, what's going on exactly?
Oh, some dramatic news out of Sears Canada, contained in a news release in the last hour or so, saying that it will be asking the Ontario Superior Court for the go-ahead to liquidate all of its remaining stores and assets, so effectively a shutdown of its chain. So Sears clearly wants to be moving as quickly as possible if there is no workable takeover bid by the time it gets to court on Friday. Remember, when Sears filed for bankruptcy protection or creditor protection on June 22nd, it also put out the call for any or all bids, and the only one that has been talked about has been this one led by managers and in fact headed by the executive chairman Brandon Stranzel. And here we are 3.5 months later, and this is what Sears is saying about bids out there. Following exhaustive efforts, no viable transaction for the company to continue as a going concern was received. And accordingly, Sears Canada, with the recommendations of its advisors and approval of the bankruptcy monitor, is seeking an order to commence a liquidation that would result in a wind down of its business following court approval. So that also serves as a way to ramp up the pressure on that group of bidders if it's still trying at this point to make the bid workable.
So what should we expect on Friday?
We can expect a last-minute surprise. Some would call that a miracle, or not. And if not, then there will be this court hearing on the process to liquidate. And if that's approved, more from the statement on that, it says, pending approval of the court, it is expected that liquidation sales at retail locations would commence no earlier than October 19th and continue for 10 to 14 weeks. So would start by Thursday of next week to right up to Boxing Week or maybe through January. And remember, what's left of Sears Canada, less than what was there before creditor protection declared in June when it closed 59 stores and cut 2,900 employees. Last week, it ramped that up and closed another 11 stores, some of them freshly renovated at great cost, and 1,200 employees in addition were cut. And that means that we have about 200 more stores that remain and about 12,000 employees who could be finding themselves out of work right after Christmas or in the new year.
All right, Jeannie, thank you.
You're welcome.